So Richard, I hear you complaining about your shoulder sometimes. I'll tell you something absolutely pathetic if you want to hear it.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I injured my shoulder, but I tweaked my left shoulder a couple nights ago. Yeah, Sean's over there laughing.
Yeah.
This is how you know you're getting old, boys.
Right.
I reached with my left shoulder behind me to get the remote control when I was laying in bed, and my left shoulder popped. Now, I should have reached across my body with my right arm to get it.
Right.
But I didn't. I kind of twisted my left shoulder back a little bit.
You did something that
and something twisted that shouldn't have twisted. And when I was benching the other day, I felt it. I felt it.
Well, that's what happens when you don't. First of all, you're not used to doing that, whatever that was. But if you had an exercise where you were reaching back like this,
yes, that's exactly the motion I was doing.
Right. Well, I got to tell you, I've wiped down the inside of my car and thrown my back out because I wasn't used to that specific movement. You know, we're used to a finite movement in lifting weights and stuff like that. You can easily throw out your muscle depending on what you're doing. If you're doing something you don't do on a regular basis and overdo it. Like I can't, yeah, I have trouble, I'm kind of muscle bound. I have trouble doing things that other people might find easy because of my joints and my muscles and stuff like that. It's difficult. That's just part of lifting weights. That's why you see in the movie Pumping Iron, there's a scene where Franco Columbu and Schwarzenegger, they're sharing a room in the movie, and they're trying to take a nap, and they're laying there on the bed, and the way they're sitting there is they're sitting like this, which I do the same thing. They're having trouble moving their arms or putting their arms out any way but this way, laying down on the bed, looking up, because they're so sore or their joints are so touchy and they're muscle bound, they have trouble moving around or getting in a position that is relaxing for their muscles. So they got to lay straight on their back like this and put their hands like laying right here. And you can tell. Like
a corpse in a coffin.
Right, exactly. Because like my shoulder is so bad, it keeps me up at night. I have trouble rolling over, moving from side to side. Pain is just terrible because my joint shot, my rotator cuff is shot.
You don't think surgery will help that?
Well, it possibly could. I think what would be better than surgery is getting a shot of cortisone. But I was always a big believer, if you can't, not to go through surgery, do your own physical therapy. Just lighten up on the weight or something.
Surgery should always be a last resort, in my opinion, for anything.
Right, it takes me longer to warm up my shoulder because it's sore. But I still do about the same weight I always do. It's just I can't do as many reps.
That's fun heavyweight.
The next big fight. Gee, let me think for a minute. The next pay-per-view event, I think, is in a few weeks when Jose Aldo fights, Dominic Cruz fights. It's all lightweights, bantamweights. The next
middleweight, March.
The next middleweight,
Vitor Belfort against.
That hasn't been scheduled yet.
Well, it's March.
It is March, yeah. And then you have Johnny Hendricks fighting Robbie Lawler. I think that's at the end of February, but I could be wrong. Then you have Alistair Overeem fighting Frank Mir in a couple months.
They asked one guy, they interviewed one of the guys, he said,
2014 has some interesting fights on the horizon. Doing chest today, I assume.
A little bit of chest and back. Yeah, just waking up Saturday morning. Oh, yeah. Nice and easy.
Yeah, Saturday mornings here are always a little tough. Well, for me, I have to race off to work after my hour here. You guys get to work out at your leisure on Saturdays, unlike me. And here I am still filming like an idiot in between my sets. Richard, we might, I might be summoning you to give Jason another one of your speeches about talking to phony girls on the internet.
All right. I like how that guy portrayed me as a cop grabbing him around the neck or something?
Yeah.
Why? He's up to his tricks, Jason, talking to guys that are pretending to be
Yeah,
women?
and by the way, what Richard's referring to is I sent Richard the GIF that was created of him as a cop poking him in the stomach when he was the Pillsbury Doughboy. Funny stuff to the guy who created
They had
that.
the right hat on the second time. The first hat was a chef hat. He looked like Chef Boyardee in the first cartoon.
But yeah, he posted a video on YouTube professing his love for another girl who is clearly trolling him.
Well, what he needs to do is find somebody in person that might like him.
There are pictures of him last night out at a strip club.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Poor guy.
that must have been interesting.
He needs to find somebody in person.
Do you know where he was? What's club?
No, I don't. I'll have to find out. It was actually a guy I know named Robert.
What club?
Took him out. I'll try to find out.
Because my daughter, well, I don't want to say where she works, but she's a cocktail waitress at a strip club. She's not a stripper, but she works there, serving drinks. She makes a fortune. And she's not even a stripper, and she makes a fortune.
I'm gonna send Jason
And
there.
everybody says to her, why don't you strip, because she's not into stripping, she's shy, she would never do that. But she told me the guys throw money around there, they get drunk, and they throw money around like unbelievable.
Okay, so what you're saying is I should send Jason to the club where your daughter works and have him put the full court press on her?
No, because if you did that, I would tell my daughter to look for him, show her a picture of him, and have her get on his ass.
Actually, what your daughter should do is set him up with a tranny. Are there any trannies who strip there?
I don't know, I'd have to find out.
Yeah. Give her a picture and say when this guy comes in, we'll send him there. And
No,
like,
what we should do is pool our money. We'll all throw in $20, $30. We'll get Jason a hooker, a real hooker, a decent looking girl, and have her screw the hell out of him. And maybe he'll come to his senses and he'll be more like the rest of us.
Is that good or bad? He's better off than us.
He probably is. I'd rather maybe be like him sometimes, where I don't understand or realize anything.
ignorance is bliss
Yeah,
sometimes.
you wake up every day, you think life is beautiful.
By the way, Richard, you have a very big fan base in Sweden, apparently, and Scotland.
Well,
So people
yeah.
from Sweden and Scotland have asked me to send you their warmest regards from overseas.
well, I wish them, I send them my regards to Sweden and Scotland. And if I ever go over there,
You'll wear a kilt?
I'll wear a kilt. I'd like to wear a kilt right now without any underwear. I'm sure it'll be nice and cool.
Oh,
Well, it's hot as hell in South Florida. When we get a cool couple days like we have, it's a nice, refreshing change.
that is the truth. What was that request you
Have
just
some
made?
of the Swedish and Scottish girls send me naked pictures of themselves. I would enjoy that.
I will definitely submit that request for you.
All right, thank you very much. I think Swedish and Scottish girls are very hot. And if I had the time, I would make Sweden my home if I had the opportunity. Because Swedish girls, with blonde hair and braids, I like that. And especially ones that can yodel. If you can find somebody who can yodel, I would get a kick out of that.
I will submit this request to your sickening fan base over there. Richard, I stopped filming too early last time after you busted out a Swedish yodel.
Yodel, yodel, yeah, yodeling is a real, I don't know if they do that in Sweden or where, but there's an art to that. They have actual yodel contests every year, from what I understand.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen footage of that.
And they always portray Swedish girls as really hot, blondes with braids and wearing these little skirts. And they have an accent. They wear wooden shoes. I don't know. Maybe that's Denmark. I don't know where that is, but the Swedish and Denmark. Hello to everybody.
Have you, not to abruptly change the subject, have you seen Mike at all lately?
Mike?
I have not seen, no, Mike with cerebral palsy, with the cane, the author.
No, I haven't. You know why I haven't seen him?
Why?
Because I beat him to death in the parking lot. I took his cane and beat him to death. I thought he was dead. I left him for dead. He's not dead. He's alive, and they took him to the hospital. He's recuperating at Delray Medical Center.
That would explain it, yeah.
I don't know where he is.
Everyone keeps asking me when we're going to
He's
get
afraid
him.
to come in. I don't know, maybe he went to see his relatives up north. Or he met some hot chick who's got a cane also. I don't know. Well, when I see him, I'm going to get on his case.
Yeah, please do.
You have his phone number?
I do not.
We ought to call him. Say, where you been, you lazy shit, you know?
Speaking of people who haven't been here for a while, I don't know if you remember Nelson. Do you remember Nelson, Alan? Big Nelson? Yeah, Jack Short Nelson from Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, he. I saw a bunch of people. Right, a bunch of people were asking where he's been. He actually moved to Fort Lauderdale a while ago. He works out at a U-Fit down there, so you won't be seeing him here anymore.
Yeah, he's got kids and he's...
I'm friends with him on Facebook. We still keep tabs on each other.
He's a responsible person, Nelson.
Nelson was a very solid guy. I knew him for a while.
I like Nelson. Tell him I said hi.
I'll do that just to anyone who was wondering, because I saw a few people ask about it on the MISC forum. And everyone, I'm still working on Lenny. I'm still working on Lenny. Still trying to get Lenny in a video. It'll happen eventually. We don't work out at the same time, so it's got to be a little patient.
Then I go, motherfucker, fifthly whore. Like that, right? And they're looking at me, and I apologized. I said, I'm sorry, I have Tourette syndrome. And they said, oh, okay, we didn't know. And they had this serious look on their face. Of course, I was fucking with them. And she eventually told them that I was just bullshitting around. I don't have Tourette syndrome. But that's how you get away with it, you know? You stand in front of somebody, even a cop, you say, well, the fucking filthy whore. You know? and then you say, excuse me, officer, I have Tourette syndrome. You big piece of shit?
I'm going to try that.
Yeah. Next time I get pulled over.
Sean, you were a cop before, right?
For a while.
What if I tried that with you? What would you do?
Well, you better get something from a doctor.
We have insider information right here. He's a former police officer. What would you do if someone pulled that?
If it was a guy, easily a $150 ticket. If it's a hot girl, no.
Yeah, what if
There's ways around that.
Yeah, if the girl, she pulls out her tit, he's going to say, well, hold it down a little.
Exactly. There's always discretion in every part of life. There's always discretion.
I told you that hot detective in Delray, you know who I'm talking about, the woman.
Oh yeah, the blonde, yeah.
She pulled me over once, and she's not a traffic cop.
She's a lesbian.
I don't know.
You know she's a lesbian, yeah.
She's got a kid though. She didn't like that I cut her, or cut in front of her or something. She wouldn't turn at the light. So I said, I thought it was an old person. I cut away, made the turn. She chased me down, put her light on, and she started fucking yelling at me and lecturing me. And I knew she wasn't a traffic cop. What is she going to do, call a traffic cop and he give me a ticket? I'll fight it in court. It's her word against mine. And then she let me go. I talked my way out of it. I said, you know, look, I thought you were an old person and you wouldn't make the turn. She says, well, I didn't want to get killed. And I'm saying to myself, you know, she's full of shit. She was doing something else. She was distracted. But she was really hot. I didn't know she was gay.
I believe if we're talking about the same person,
But she's a beautiful detective in Delray.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to lick her snatch.
Oh no, jeez. No, he had to go there, right? He had to go there.
I got Tourette syndrome.
That's right, Richard. Yeah.
If all I say is what you got.
If the gym owners say anything to me about you, I'm gonna say you have Tourette syndrome, Richard.
Say what Sean's thinking, you know. I'm telling you, it was the biggest harm in Miami Beach. You don't remember, but I did pickpocket you, and you had no money in your wallet.
You're right.
Cheap bastard.
You're right.
Meanwhile,
What
I
can
ran
I
into a
tell
friend
you?
of mine who was a motorcycle cop in Miami Beach.
Yeah.
His name was Babe. Big guy, right?
Big guy, yeah.
I'm having a cigar in Boca. This guy, I haven't seen the guy in at least 50 years, right? And we're talking, and it's Babe, the motorcycle cop from Miami Beach, and he used to be on the take and everything. He told me if you had the right amount of money, you know, you put a 20 or 50 or whatever, you take out your wallet. Said in those days, cops did that. They don't do it anymore.
Yo, don't they? I had one fucking cop followed me for, I don't know if you know New York.
I saw you, I'd follow you too.
He followed me from the he stopped me.
You keep walking into
This is a true story. He stopped me on the Manhattan Bridge. My store was on Rivington Street.
Well, are you one of those
When he-
bridge and tunnel people?
When he stopped me, he followed me to the store because I had no money on me. He followed me
See?
to the store so I could
Told
give
you.
him $10.
Look, if you ever need $1 to get on the bus
I'll
here.
come to you, Rich.
If you never need $1 to get on the bus.
I'll come to you, Rich.
No, don't come to me. I was going to tell you to go.
Oh, I was going to go to you, Rich.
Don't come to me. Go ahead.
I'm going to film someone who's actually lifting this morning. Richard and his homeboys over there are just talking. Not enough lifting over there, so could always rely on Sean to get a good workout in. I noticed you go with your incline angle is not steep at all.
Just
Just a slight incline.
Yeah, we just vary it every now and then. The higher, the higher the incline,
You have more shoulders
a
involved.
little more shoulders, and the previous movement had a high incline on it, so we try to do different angles all the time, different movements. Every workout's different. The order of the exercises are different, and keeps you from getting too bored. It's an old rule from 50 years ago. And
Will you please preach these techniques to Big Richard, who seems to be in love with the Smith machine bench? I think we need to get Richard doing some dumbbell presses and stuff.
dumbbell presses and to lighten up sometimes.
Vary it up.
He's got a destroyed shoulder, and he's still benching 1,000 pounds every time he comes in.
Of course, I want you to tell him. I won't dare go over there and challenge him. So
we try to talk to him.
you can be my sacrificial lamb this morning.
Feels good.
Hey Richard, have you ever seen the movie Twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito?
Yes, I have.
I think you're like Arnold, and we got Danny DeVito here. That's your twin.
Well, he better never come in here with a dirty shirt
Bubbles,
again.
I can't talk to
run
you
him
no
out of the
more.
fucking gym.
Richard said I should
Looks like
talk
he
to
was
you
at
no
a Chinese
more, Bubbles.
buffet.
It's your genetically inferior twin right here.
Oh, he's genetically inferior already.
Richard said I shouldn't talk to Bubbles anymore. He said stay away from
Who's Bubbles?
I just let
Hey,
you
ask
hear.
him.
You're Bubbles?
Yeah,
He's
this is
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Richard said stay away from Bubbles.
Bubbles, everybody.
He got eyes for you.
Everybody in the gym knows Bubbles.
I don't know Bubbles. Nice to meet you, Bubbles.
now.
Richard got eyes
Now.
for you.
Why, Richard? Why?
Bubbles is carrying my child right now.
Right, that's why.
Yeah,
See,
looks
Richard-
it too. Right, doesn't it?
Richard's got eyes
Trying
for
to
you,
lose.
Bubbles.
Well, not only that, but it's a medical feat that no one's ever seen. Because Bubbles doesn't have any eggs.
If she's carrying your child, that means she has a little dick inside her. Get it? Little dick, little Richard.
Yeah.
Never
I get
mind.
it. Yeah, I get it. They used to say that to me when I was a kid. Little Richard's getting bigger every day. Soon they're going to call him Big Dick. Anyhow, don't come in here again with a shirt on like you're at a Chinese buffet.
What's that?
Don't come in with a shirt on like you're at a Chinese
Why,
buffet.
is it that bad?
Yeah, I'm going to have you thrown out of here. It's grossing me out. I can't even fucking lift weights.
Bleach. My wife had bleach for
There's food stains all over. What are you talking about? Looks
Yeah, I
like you
know.
fucking ate a pork
What can I
belly.
tell you?
A whole pork
one of them
sandwich.
things.
Those things. Take your hands off this. I don't want
That's
to
the
see
way
you
it
hurt.
comes out.
Hey, start stripping the weights off the machine as soon as he starts his set there. Just start kicking on the Smith machine and stripping off all the plates. He likes when you do that.
What's that?
Richard likes when you do that.
What's
when he's
that?
doing a set like he's doing right now, and then you just start like stripping all the plates off it and kick the machine,
Yeah, you know.
kick the bench. Just be sure you can run fast.
What do I know?
We're discussing some of the new hot spots in Delray Beach, some of our hot spots
The
there.
Mexican restaurant that opened Diva. Brian and his partners opened it. I was there yesterday. I picked up the check. It cost me $90 for 3 people.
Maybe we should start doing our Richard's restaurant reviews.
Well, if we get paid for it, yeah. Right, I'd like $100, and I'll review a restaurant, and I eat at all the restaurants in town, and I have a very good palate. I'm not a novice. I had yesterday. I'll just be straight out at Viva. I had chicken enchiladas, which were phenomenal. Their guacamole was great.
Did you have any drinks?
I had a beer, which, a beer is a beer. It was very good. I had a great dessert, tres leche cake. That 3 milk cake or whatever you call it.
Oh, I didn't know you were such a gourmet, Richard.
I am a gourmet. I don't look like a gourmet. I don't just eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
I was going to say you don't just eat snatch, but I guess you missed your
Right, I
opportunity.
used to eat a lot more snatch.
Well, yeah.
But now that I have a girlfriend, you know, it's limited.
The question is, were you in the doghouse prior to going to the restaurant, and did you bring her there because of the doghouse scenario?
No, actually I wasn't, which is unusual. Because 50% of the time I'm arguing with my girlfriend over something. Something we argue
So
over.
the restaurant's called Viva, and you give it out of a 1 to 10, what do you give it?
Well, I've only eaten there once, and you want to try a restaurant a couple times to really get the flavor. So right now I give them a 6 or 7 because I had a good meal. I liked the guacamole, it was fresh. The service was good.
Any attractive waitresses?
Well, the couple of waitresses are attractive, and the girl at Satis was attractive. But there was a lot of hot-looking babes in there.
Okay.
A lot of young girls looking, you know, to
This was
looking to hook up. I think
This was a Friday night. When was this?
this was yesterday for lunch.
Okay, so Friday
It was
afternoon.
packed.
Check it out for
Packed.
dinner next.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what, boys. I would love to stick around, but I have to go make the donuts, as they say.
Oh, really?
Love my job, working every fucking weekend.
Well,
Oh, look, Jason just got here. Just my luck. As soon as I get here, the
Genova disciple in the house.
the Iron Stalker shows up.
Pillsbury Doughboy.
Maybe I can stick around another 2 minutes. Look at him. He's
What do you call it, Spaniard? Look at him
He's
showing the
showing-
guy.
he's showing the trainer his abs.
That trainer's going to commit suicide.
The trainer doesn't look impressed. He's
No, he doesn't. Well, the trainer's kind of jacked. I mean, I
yeah,
don't,
he is.
Right.
well,
The trainer has a look on his face like he's seen that before.
yeah. Well, maybe I'll stick around for another
I'm going
segment.
to tell Jason again he looks like he's got a 30% body fat. That'll drive him crazy.
Hey, Richard, if I'm late to work to film Genova, will you write me a note? I might. Dear Andrew's job, please excuse Andrew for being late. He had to film the Iron Cunt at the gym. Signed, Big Richard.
Yeah, prior commitment.
Yeah.
He's got that pain shirt on.
Pain is temporary, I think it says.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he's looking at his phone. He wants to know if anybody's trying to reach him.
Well, he wants to see if any guys. He's seeing if any guys pretending to be girls are hitting him up.
Well, that's because he's a cunting warrior.
Oh boy. No, he's doing the body fat test. Let me go take a walk over there. Yeah, he's doing the old body fat test. Hold on. I gotta make this fast, guys, because I'm
Andrew, it's got in my hat.
what?
I say 18.5%.
18.5? Let's find out. Jason, what's the body fat? Jason, what's the body fat? What? What's wrong?
Pull down about one quarter.
Okay. What's up, dude?
I tried to get a hold of you. Text.
When?
I texted you
When?
yesterday.
I didn't get any text from you.
Something
swear.
wrong your phone.
I don't know. I swear I did not get any text from you.
Did you have the same number still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Use your phone here?
Yeah, I texted you. You must
You know, if you text me, I always text you back.
I
got nothing.
I'll call you one day and talk.
Okay. Everything good with you?
Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Saw you were at the strip club last night, huh? Yeah, you got a lap dance? Sickening!
Sickening!
Jesus.
Sickening!
Well, I got to run to work. I'll hear about it another time.
Yeah,
You'll
when,
have to.
when are we gonna do?
I'll be here Monday.
Yeah, let's do a workout video.
6 a.m. I'll be here.
Let's do a workout.
You want to come Monday? You're going to be here?
Yeah.
All right.
Listen, bro.
What's up?
I'm a little pissed off that people have been hating on me, so just being trolls, because of me and Adam. I apologize to Adam and people.
Well, Jason, the most important thing, did Adam accept your apology?
Yeah.
Then that's all that matters.
Yeah. I'm
And
gonna sit in the sun. I'm gonna burn up.
you know, I was going to have a little fun with you, but you know what? If Adam accepted your apology, it's a dead issue. That's all that matters. I
he said he
assume
wanted to do a video.
you're talking about the airport situation, right?
Yeah.
The Iron Chauffeur?
Yeah. He said he wanted to do a video.
Yeah,
with you
I said I'll film you guys if you want.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
I'll let you go, bro.
Go. Okay, have a good workout, brother. All right, I had to cut that short because I got to go to work. But anyway, everyone have a sickening weekend, and we'll see you guys here, I guess, Monday morning, with or without Jason. Later, y'all.